Greetings class and welcome to Kin 303 2020 Summer E1. My name is Dr. Ramos. I'll be your professor for this course, and I just want to introduce myself and hopefully you can put a face to the name, and just wanted to give you some critical information about the course and things to expect for this course. And we'll start off by giving you my contact information, which is right here. I am a adjunct faculty here at CBU, so I don't have physical office hours or an actual office space. So we'll be doing most of our communication through email. But if we need to talk over the phone, maybe do a virtual conference, we can do that as well. We'll probably be doing that through WebEx. And anything that we need to kind of get into or talk at length, we'll set up some appointments for that. So just wanted to make sure that you have that information for me. But just know that Lancer Mail, that's going to be the main mode of communication. Moving on to required textbooks. If you haven't already, please order that as soon as possible so that you have the textbook as soon as week 1 begins. And it's by Hoffman. It's called Introduction to Kinesiology, Studying Physical Activity, and it's the 4th edition. So I'm not going to go through the whole syllabus, but I do want to give you some key highlights, the more important stuff that is going to pertain to your grades and how well you do in this course. So as far as the assignments in this course, every week you're going to have a set amount of chapter readings. And you're also going to have a PowerPoint lecture that you're going to be able to review. They're already posted on the course shell, so you should have access to those. And then on the weekly basis, I'll be giving you a rundown of what's due that week. And I'm also going to briefly go over each of the PowerPoints to highlight the most pertinent and important information for that week. And I like to use those lectures to kind of give you more of a more of a tangible, real life experience type of vantage point to the content that you're reading, because a lot of the times the content that you read in the textbook may not really kind of help you relate to what the professions that you're looking into, how they really look on a day-to-day basis. So I kind of like to give you a real world experience when it comes to the lectures, and I try to kind of coordinate that with the material from your textbook. The reflections, things to note, all of them are going to have a minimum of 250 to 500 words as your initial post. And then you're also going to have to respond to 2 classmates with a 100 to 250 word post. I guess the main thing to take away from this is that saying that you agree or that your classmate made a good point, or just kind of repeating what someone's already posted is not going to be sufficient to get you full credit on each of those reflections. You're going to have to prompt more discussion by giving good critical analysis and synthesizing the information that your classmate has posted. For activities, we're going to try to help you and your ability to research, organize, and provide information as it relates to the field of your study. It says, in addition, you'll be asked to creatively apply the information. So essentially, we're going to have you research a lot of information, pertinent information to the specific healthcare field that you want to enter, and kind of give you a sense of what it's like to enter that workforce. Next is quizzes. So each week you're going to have a quiz, and we're going to run through the overview of all of these assignments. So each week you'll have a quiz, and obviously, since this is a remote learning situation, you're going to be able to use your textbook and notes, whatever it is, but it is going to be timed. So the last 2 portions here are the critical assignment preparations. So these are called CAPS. So starting from week 1, you're going to get started on these caps, and each cap builds upon the last. It's meant to kind of teach you a long-term skill or long-term skills by scaffolding from smaller projects. So I highly encourage you to, during this week 0, to go look ahead in week 7, because that's when the critical assignment is due, and click on that link and look at all of the criteria to meet full points for the full critical assignment, because that'll give you an idea of how each little cap is going to kind of start building up towards that major presentation. And that starts from week 1. So do yourself a favor and look ahead and give yourself an idea of what I'll be looking for in week 7, so that starting week 1 you can kind of understand what is being asked of you. So here we go. This is the overview of everything that's due for this course. So we have 4 reflections, each at 60 points, 3 activities, each at 60 points, 8 quizzes, each at 30, 3 caps worth 60 points each, and then your final critical assignment, which is worth 160 points, and that'll get you 1,000 total points. And here's the grades breakdown. And again, I'm not going to go over the whole syllabus, but you'll have access to this on the course shell. It gives you the timing of all of the assignments. Some expectations. So we expect you to turn in quality work, whether it be, a reflection, a quiz, a cap, doesn't matter. We expect high quality, and that you use APA formatting for all of your writing. And some of you may go on to graduate school where you may use MLA style or some other style of writing. But for this course, and I'll be safe to assume that as you move on, APA, a high percentage of graduate schools use APA style formatting. So you won't be doing yourself a disservice by learning this style now. And in week 0, you'll have several resources that teach you how to use APA style, from double spacing, 1-inch margins, what's required in the headers, what's required in a title page, your references page, in-text citations, all of that. Next, regular effective contact. So anytime you email me, I'm going to respond within 24 hours. And I've gone through several, dozens of courses, and up to this point, I really haven't had an issue of doing that. If I'll be away from my computer or access to Wi-Fi or anything for an extended period of time, I'll let you guys know ahead that you may not have access to me for a day, longer than a day. But so far, it's worked out fine. Just know that your assignments, since they're turned in on Sunday, you should have them graded by Wednesday. And for the critical assignment, which is your biggest project, you'll have them by Friday of that week. Late assignments, here's another big portion of the syllabus. So anything turned in on Sunday night, as soon as it hits midnight, will be counted as late. It's already set up in the system that as soon as it turns 12 o'clock midnight, and it's Monday morning technically, anything turned in at that point or after will be marked as late, and you'll be deducted 10% for each day that it's late, up to 3 days. After 3 days, I will not be accepting that assignment any longer. So meaning, if it's due on Sunday, you have until Wednesday to turn it in to even get points, but just know that you'll be deduct 30% of the points, and that's not including anything that was done incorrectly. Obviously, there's going to be situations where you have emergencies, you need some grace, you need extra time because unexpected things came up at work or family stuff like that. I do tend to make those exceptions, and the times that I do make it, and it's not a issue because I know what it's like to be a student and work and have a family. That's how I got my doctorate. Um, but what is important is the communication piece, which means that you have to communicate that kind of stuff early on, and as soon as you know you may have some timing issues, and ask for extensions on when you can turn in assignments. So just be aware of that. I'm very good about, giving extra time if needed, but if you don't even shoot me an email or anything, giving me a heads up, there's just no way for me to give you that grace. So that's all I have for your syllabus today. But again, I'm excited to get this course started with you, and please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you and have a good day.